Hello, everybody. Whoops, camera flipped on me. Okay. Hi, everybody. I know this is last minute. I'm actually live on my YouTube through Patreon, but I also made it public for all YouTube subscribers and for all of my Patreon members. So we will be having some new faces, but I figured this would be good to showcase because I am playing catch up. I was out of town this past weekend, house hunting in Albuquerque, so it was pre-recorded, and that's why only a section of this is done. So I'm gonna continue working on this because we gotta finish it. We're already July is done. This is the Birth Flowers Masterclass that we started. Just pulling up comments real quick, making sure I turn on my sound off. So hello everybody. Give me one second while I set myself up back here because I want to make sure I can see comments. And I'm gonna have to follow along my my class myself. So if you're new here, say hi. Debbie! Yeah, I've missed you guys so much. This weekend was so stressful, but we did it. We managed to do it. So I'm gonna kind of follow along. Gotta see what size tools I use too, so bear with me. Let me see, what is this? I think I remember, but I don't wanna. Yeah, that is the one I thought it was. But we did it! Yay! So the closing date is set for August 25th. Brian has to go fly back out there on August 14th, which works out because he had to go out there anyway for some training. So he's got to fly back out August 14th to do a walkthrough. And then our final walkthrough will be August 25th, if everything goes accordingly. August 25th. And that's when we can get our keys. That's when we can close. Final walkthrough and close is scheduled for the same day. So our plan is that Saturday before, because the 25th is on a Monday, our plan is to drive out that Saturday, have our house packed up Friday, and then drive out Saturday. That is our plan. But it is done. We had 3 houses that we gosh, it was so hard to choose, which is it's a good problem, but still it was very stressful. Hope we made the right choice. So yeah, that is it. Jess, what's up? I was gonna go live yesterday, but I needed to get the house together because the house didn't feel clean. It didn't feel like I would be able to focus. So that's what I did yesterday. I kind of got the house together, unpacked our stuff, did laundry from the weekend, had to make some phone calls, that sort of thing. But yeah, got myself in a good position to paint for you guys. Grab some baby whites. I wanted to put myself in a clear mindset. Yes, Tina. Yep. I thought about it. They should be able to pack my art because I think that was the only thing I told you guys I was worried about and that I was gonna do on my own. But I was like, they're professional movers, so they're gonna use, and I don't have to pay for the materials either, to pack it, which costs quite a bit. So I was like, you know what? I don't need to pack anything. Really, I just need to pack, our stuff that we're gonna need immediately. Clothes, lunch boxes, school stuff, that sort of thing. Because as soon as we get to Albuquerque, they're gonna have to go to school. So I was like, you know what? I don't need it. I don't need to stress myself out with stuff like that. And then I realized I didn't take any pictures of the house, which it wasn't done. I mean, the stucco's up, everything on the outside is done. The only thing they need to finish is like the detail work, like floors are in, cabinets are in, carpets are in. It's like filling. I don't even know what they need to finish. I didn't ask, but it's really close. So that's why we decided to go with that house. There was one house that was finished, but it was way too much for less house. So when we bought the house and there Leah asked, she said, so that means we're moving? I said, yeah, we're moving. And she started crying, which is understandable, you know. Brooklyn's doing okay. She's okay. Declan doesn't know. He's just like, new house. So Brooklyn's doing all right, but I think Leah's taking it the hardest. You know, she's the oldest, so friends and that whole thing. But I told her we'll be back. You know, my sister's still here. You know, Papa John's house is still here. You're gonna be rude. I knew it. I knew that this was gonna give me issues. Hold on a second. Here I go. I am very lucky. We are very lucky that Brian's company is paying for our move because Debbie, I've done it. I've moved across country. I've moved from Pennsylvania to Florida. I moved 3 times in Florida, and then from Florida to here. So, and we did it all by ourselves. No movers. Yeah. So I've been there. I'm very, very lucky. Grab. Where's my... This one. I'm gonna clean this up real quick. No, I feel very lucky because I hate moving. I just hate picking stuff up. I don't like to. That's my thing. I don't want to carry stuff. I don't mind packing it. I don't want to help lift stuff. I don't like that. Clean up. Let me fix my camera. Dude, this thing is horrible. So I am out of golden straw, so I am just mixing a little bit of white and deep ochre. Thought I had an extra, but I don't. Do not have any more golden straw. So I will make my own. All right, I'm gonna let that dry. Oh, see, I don't even have one of those. I told myself I was gonna get one with the kids when they were smaller, like for the zoo and stuff. And nope, never did. Was like a more kid-friendly wagon, but I know what you're talking about. With the big wheels. Alright, we'll leave that alone. Let's go to the green real quick while that's drying, because I'm gonna have to put another coat on there because the blue is pretty dark. Festive green. All the times we went to the beach, I never got one of those. Well, we had the 4x4, so we were able to drive onto the beach. But before that, I can't believe we never got one. Especially all the beach chairs. Oh yeah, for sure. So helpful. So I'm skipping every other one to make sure I keep everything nice and even. Hey, what's up, Gren? Nice to see ya. Long time no see. I'm gonna be kind of spotty for the next couple months, but I'm going to do my best to keep up with content and stuff. That's kind of what I'm trying to do now, is just create content. And is this falling? I think this is falling. This is totally falling. I won't. This stupid. The other one broke. I got a new one. This is just horrible. Hold on, bear with me. Literally horrible. Alright, that should be tight enough now, right? Stop moving. Yes, it is. It sure is. Yeah, I'll be working on packing. Well, yeah, I don't really have to. It's really just my stuff, honestly. And maybe the garage, cleaning up the garage a little bit so that the movers can just, you know, I want it just organized so that I don't have random stuff in random boxes, you know? That's my only concern. Just have it organized. Grab more green. I just can't wait to start decorating the house. There's so much stuff in like my Amazon cart, my Wayfair cart. That's going to be fun. Brian's like, oh my God, I'm scared. I was like, don't, just trust the process. It's good. It's good. Let me grab some of this real quick. Sure, it's covered. Let me see if I can get this closed here. Grab more paint. I have to make these a little bit smaller. Oops. You might have to touch. You guys know I hate when they touch, but it might just have to be what it is. Because if I keep messing with it. Oh, I hate when they touch. Oh, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. 1 second. What is this? What is this? Of course I get on here. Okay. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb, guys, so that it does not vibrate. I've been thrown into a group thread. Okay. There we go. It's not terrible. I wish it were like over here or something. Okay, that's just gonna have to stay. Oh my gosh, guys, I came home to like a few different packages. I got my 24 hour crafts summer giveaway. They gave a lot away. I didn't realize, like I was expecting like a few things, but holy crap, I got a bunch. So I'm working on um some content there to share. But yeah, they gave a lot away. It was like, holy crap. Okay, I'm gonna finish with that stormy all the way around. What's up, Asia? Yeah. I'm streaming on YouTube through my Patreon, trying to play some catch up on this. Um, so yeah. Long time no see. And then I'll probably be back on TikTok and stuff this weekend. But tomorrow, my plan is to go live to finish this one off. If I can get myself caught up on this. Oops. Fuzzy. I just realized I dotted the outside of the stormy, and I should have only done the inside here. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all. So it was nice to come home to. I was like, oh, what am I going to do with all this? Because, you know, I don't think I'm very good at irregular shapes. Just because whenever I think of irregular shapes like those, I only think of cluster dotting, which I don't really care for, just because I don't think it looks good when I do it. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I started one, so we'll see what happens. So I guess I need to get rid of those because I didn't want the inside. So I'll just start over those again. Hi, Terry. So this is just live on YouTube through my Patreon. I'm playing catch up because we only did literally this segment pre-recorded. That's not usually how I do it. I usually do a full class, usually about 3 hours in a few different parts. But because I went out of town, I decided to do a pre-recorded session with this, so I'm playing catch up. This is me playing catch up, and then tomorrow we'll be back just on Patreon to finish it off because we didn't get to the outside part. This is an 18-inch. How are you, Terry? Nice to see you. Hey, what's up, Tara? What up? Hi, Cara. How are you? Nope, it was a surprise. I got myself situated for today, so I figured, you know, I needed to work on this and I didn't want to work on it on my own. So I figured I'd come on here and paint for you guys. This is our July Birth Flowers Masterclass. I pre-recorded it for them to work on while I was gone. And now that I've kind of gotten my house back together, laundry's done, that whole thing whenever you come back from a trip. Got all my phone calls done that I needed because I've got to tie up some loose ends, like, you know, doctor's appointments for kids, hair appointments, because once we leave, I've got to find all that stuff. Start all over again, and that's not easy. Oh, have you posted it, Asia? I need to get on Instagram and creep a little and go back. I've been trying to do that on TikTok the last couple of days to kind of catch myself up with what everybody's been up to, what's going on, what's new. So I need to go on Instagram and see now. Okay. I actually really liked Albuquerque. I actually liked it better than Tucson. Um, reminds me of the neighborhood that we're in. It reminds me of where we lived in Florida, kind of off the beaten path. We're about 15 minutes from everything, amenities. We wanted to be closer, but we got less house to be closer, and I'm kind of like the more bang for your buck type of person. So we decided to be a little bit further out from the amenities, like shopping and stuff, and food, and you know that sort of thing. So we decided to move out a little bit further, but I really liked it. It's really pretty. There's a lot of outdoorsy things to do, which is here too in Vegas, but just a little bit different. I really liked it. Everyone was super nice too. Yes, and I was thinking about Cindy too because when they say New Mexico is known for their green chilies, they put green chilies on everything. So whenever I saw anything with green chilies on it, I ordered it. Like I got a grilled cheese BLT on sourdough with green chilies on it. Fire. They had pepperoni pizza with green chilies on it. Fire. Anything that I had no complaints. Like even even the hotel that we were at, they have, the continental breakfast, but they have hot breakfast too. They had a side of green chilies and I was just like throwing it on there. So I'm excited to try Cindy's green chilies. I'm sure it's so much better than, restaurants in a hotel. Yeah, so every time I had a green chili, I was thinking about Cindy. Yeah, that was us. Like, to give you an example, like the house that I really liked that was close to the amenities. I mean, we were like 5 minutes, like right around the corner. TJ Maxx, Sprouts, that shopping plaza. Um, the house was 605, 2,500 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 2 living areas, and it was a 1 story. And the house that we got is a 5 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom. It's got 3 living spaces, 3,100 square feet for 535. It was kind of a no brainer, but it was just hard because it was like, do we want to be closer? I don't like. Let me paint while I'm doing this. I'm like talking with my hands. I should be painting with my hands. Um, but let me double check this. So anyway, I told Brian I just won't be driving anywhere by myself for a long time because that's my. I don't like to go anywhere by myself if I don't know where I'm. You know, it's new. So that's what I'm trying to say. So I'll just need an Uber driver wherever I go for a little bit. Yes, we did. Yep, we close August 25th. So it's going to be a super fast close if everything goes accordingly. So hopefully it does. All right, I'm on every line. Here I go. So please, I need it to just go smoothly. It should be okay. We walked it and I was already kind of like checking stuff out and it looks structurally good. That doesn't look like it's going to have any construction issues, but it's the inspections that it's got to go get through and all that other fun stuff, appraisals, everything. I know, Terry. I know. I'm just so used to my 10-minute bubble. That's it. That's max for me. And then also, the kids' school is like 12 minutes away, which I'm not used to either. I'm just so spoiled up here in my little corner of Vegas. Oops. So spoiled, but now I'm like, oh no, mileage on the vehicle and but it'll be good. I know once I get used to it, I'll be fine. It's just gonna take some time. Me swirl paint. Welcome back. Did you see my Backstreet Boys video, Cara? I want to go again so bad. Brian won't let me. I've got a mom friend that's like, I'm going this weekend. Can you go again? I'm like, he won't let me go again. It's expensive, so I get it. And we're in the middle of buying a house, but I was like, man, I would go every weekend if I could. So I don't know how I want to do it because there's a mother-in-law suite, right? So there's a living room suite for that fifth bedroom. And I was planning on putting my painting space in there, but if you could see how massive the master bedroom closet is, it is an absolute waste of space. Like it is its own room. Like you could put a chase chair in the middle, cabinets. I mean, it's ridiculously big. So now I'm wondering if I should paint in the closet. I mean, it's that big, but the only problem is I wouldn't have a window. So, yeah, I will. Um, but yeah, I was planning on doing in that sweet living space, but I don't know. I mean, that closet is so big and I like maximizing space. So if I can paint in that closet, because I don't have that many clothes, I wear like workout clothes anyway. So I don't need, pretty closets and I don't need all that. So I'm wondering if I paint in the closet. It is huge. I should have taken you guys on a little tour. No, Tara. It is so big. It is like a 10. It's like a not a It's like between a 9 and 10 foot by like 5 foot, 6 foot. It is huge. It's ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yepers. Yeah, it's gonna be nice to have space again because we've been on top of each other for the last year. This is a 2.8. So it's gonna be nice. Then I can focus and then I can hide. I'll just hide in my closet. Oh, yeah, I'll send you the house listing. Good idea. I will send you the house listing. It's funny because the actual house, if I were to send you the address, it's not the right floor plan. So I'll have to send you a different address. So don't send anything to that address. Don't be like, "Oh, I remember I have it." Because it's actually the wrong. They flipped the floor plans. It's not right. So yeah, but I'll send you the listing. So you may see it. So yeah, I'm excited. Excited, sad, stressed. Like the last 2 nights I haven't been able to sleep very well because there's just a lot on my mind. Things that have to, like, the drive actually for 8.5 hours, it's not that bad. Like the time flew by so fast. My concern are the animals, driving with the animals. Especially the cat. He's going to be pissed because I'm gonna put him in Fisher's puppy crate, which is still. I mean, the cat. He'll have so much room for himself in the litter box. He is not gonna be happy though. And if you have a cat or cats, they are relentless meowers. And he was already pissed that we were gone. Like when we came back, he just was like yelling at us, meow, 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 meow. So that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I agree, Tara. It's gonna be a big change, but once we're settled, it'll be all good.
Mom, you hear it?
You hear what?
Morgan Wallen.
Oh, I do hear it. Yeah, nice. I like Morgan Wallen. Yeah, so yeah, kids are gonna start here. Unfortunately, it'll be like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then we'll be in Albuquerque. Drive over the weekend. Probably won't make them start that that Monday, just because traveling. Oh, I knew it. I felt it. I'll just leave it. I'm trying to learn how to let things go. Like for me to take that off, it's gonna be a mess. So yeah, they'll start here, and then I think they're gonna take off that Monday just because travel and stuff. It's a lot. Okay, bye. I'll talk to you later. He is a Vegas boy. He's gonna be. Whew. Yeah, he has been not wanting to go outside. He's just been wanting to stay close. He was not happy. I wish I was able to catch him. Like him and Brooklyn were talking before I started recording, and then, of course, but it was still really cute. She's like, "It's okay, it's okay. I'm home. I'm back." Yeah, he had a lot to say. But it's funny, like I'll get on the camera, and I'll just call for him, and he'll come running. Let me close my door, just in case the tube picks up the music that Brooke is playing, because it's pretty sensitive. Burb. Will kick me. Yeah, Fisher and Stella are tired too. They were at doggy daycare place. Yeah, that's true too. But even more so, like I feel like he's not following me around as much, like he normally does. Like I'll be like, "Oh shoot, where's Fisher?" And he'll be like in his crate sleeping, or in his bed in the corner. But yeah, that's very true. He's always tired. Laziest lab ever. And it's funny too, because on their report, when we pick him up, they always have a report, and it said that he was hyper. I'm like, really? So that surprised me a little bit. Because whenever I checked the camera, he was in the corner, like sleeping. Like he wasn't very interested in the other dogs, and Stella was right there with him, kind of like standing guard, like watching as he slept. Okay, next side. Let me get more of this. Be able to catch up pretty quickly by tomorrow. Got 3. Gosh, did you guys hear about the tsunami yesterday? I was like watching last night to see. Doesn't look like Hawaii got very much damage. But it's crazy how many people like were on the beach during a tsunami warning. I was like, holy moly, I would be running up to the top. Because there's really nowhere to hide, you know, like when we the last time we were there in 2018, literally the day after we left, like we had been watching all weekend for this category 5 hurricane that was literally coming right for Hilo, and that's on the east side of the Big Island. Watching, and I'm thinking, where does everybody go, you know? And then the odds of a hurricane, you know, these tiny islands coming straight for them, like, where the heck do you go? And they're like, just higher ground. And then hope you got family that will take you in. I'm like, holy moly. So crazy. At first I thought, oh, I'd love to live here. And then I'm like, nah. Yeah, thankfully that Monday we left. And then Tuesday, that's when it hit. Isn't that, I think that's a second earthquake, though, in the last month or two. I think big one, because I think Alaska had a tsunami warning not too long ago before. Yeah, me too. I think yeah, the surf got up to 6 feet, and I say only, but only is not the right word compared to what they were going to say. I say only. I'm like, what the heck is going on with the water right now? Why is why? You know, all the flooding in Texas, even in Albuquerque, not Albuquerque, I'm sorry, in New Mexico, there was a massive flash flood. But I'm like, what is happening? Okay, I'm gonna go to that next color. Where am I at? Right at the cross. Okay. Oops, wrong size though. Wrong size. I know. And then on top of that, Tina, like one of my worst fears is, you know, flooding and stuff like that. And I'm like, why? Why? That, water, fire, those are like my worst fears. Come on, there you go. I'm gonna be able to catch up. Cool. Right now. Gabrielle, hi. Surprise, surprise. I didn't want to paint alone. So I gotta play catch up for July Birth Flowers Masterclass because we gotta get this done before August. I'm really trying to start planning so that I have stuff now that we know what we're doing. Oops. Clean off your tool. Let me charge my phone before it dies on ya. Sorry. My phone was telling me I needed to do a software update. Oh, how is the connection? They sent me a new phone because my phone finally, the data died, on it. So I couldn't even go, and that's why, oh shoot, I didn't even tell you guys, that's why I went dark for a little bit. I mean, I go dark quite a bit, but there were a couple days before we left, that my phone didn't work. So I think that's why my Wi-Fi's been all messed up on streaming, like TikTok and stuff. I think we figured out like the SIM card died, or there's an internal um, antenna. So they think that the antenna got messed up or something. So hopefully that's why my connection on TikTok and stuff has been pretty spotty. So hopefully it helps. It's good. We got a house. We close August 25th. So that part's done. So now we just need to move. As long as everything goes according to plan, in just a few weeks we'll be on our way to Albuquerque. Okay, good. Yeah, I think that's that it's helping because I haven't had any issues with calls or anything. So Asia, is there anything I need to do in that group chat for the test cards? Is there anything I need to do? How are you on that? So I need to start catching myself up on Instagram. Mm-mm. Yes, it helps that it's a new build, so they're able to kind of speed up the process, and they're not selling as quickly. So they're like, okay, yeah, if that's what you need to buy the house, then we can close fast. And we're like, okay. That's the other thing too, was that was a little bit harder to find stuff that we needed finished, but they this builder was willing to work with us. We're like, and if you can close sooner, that'd be cool, but it's hard to say. Oh, no worries, Asia. You got the baby. Juliana, hi. How are you? Tell when my paint is getting old. It is pretty stringy. But I'll work with it until the bottle's gone. There's only a little bit left, but I don't like to waste, so I'm just gonna deal with it. No, they're gonna start here for the first 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I think. They start on the 11th. Yeah, so 2 weeks. And we gotta go. And I'm like really I mean that's the only I mean that just really irritates me because I'm just like, come on, you guys, like well, and then, his boss was like, well, you guys can move and live in corporate housing. Well, guess what? Corporate housing doesn't allow animals. How funny is that? I'm like, so where am I gonna put my animals? So anyway, I'm good. Just got back from Albuquerque. We got a house. So we'll be moving at the end of the month, finally. After how long? A year and a half? We started his promotion process back in spring break last year. Yep, in Tucson. And year and a half later, we will be in Albuquerque. Okay, anything past Monday, Asia, maybe hold on to it just in case it's delayed. I mean, this is still my dad's house. It would just I wouldn't get it in time. So maybe if you don't ship it out before Monday, just in case anything gets delayed, you know, or lost by chance. Shipping is cray cray. Yay! That's gonna be fun. Let me see. Okay, brush strokes now. Thanks, Juliana. Yep, it is done. One of the harder parts is over. It's done. So that is nice. Was stressful. Okay, Asia. Yep, just keep me in the loop. Let me know. Like I said, I'm gonna get myself caught up on Instagram so I can make sure I'm keeping track too. Okay, brushwork. I used a 2, I believe, for this one. I use a lot of the same tools. I'll get my brush wet first. Make sure all my bristles are behaved. They are. Then we're gonna get to brushwork. That is green. Ooh, not. It's crazy when you take breaks, man. Just trying to get your hand back into. There we go. I think right after this, Jess, I think I want to go right into August birth flower class because it was weird not doing it with you guys. I was like, I don't know. So I think right after this one, I should be able to just go right into it. And then like the smaller classes, I should probably pre-record. So I think I'll flip-flop it. So to answer your question, no. I'm gonna after we get this done, I'm gonna go right into the next month's August. So yeah, I've been planning that one now too. Like I said, that's what I did yesterday. I did a lot of planning, a lot of cleaning, like a lot of that sort of thing. So you guys have what you need. Yeah. Of course, Juliana. Yep, I was sitting here gonna start painting on my own, and then I was like, no, this would be good to do for everybody. So you can kind of see how we do our classes. Obviously, I tell you sizes and stuff for the actual master classes when we're doing them together, but I had to pre-record this one, Juliana, while I was gone this weekend. I don't understand why kids are so FOMO. Just take a nap. It's okay, I promise. You're not going to miss anything. Promise. I always thought that I'm like, why? Why? Just go to sleep. You're so cranky. Terry, he's actually thinking about either Airbnb-ing the house or renting it. He hasn't decided. I think he's leaning more he keeps flip-flopping, but um I think he's leaning more towards renting it out. But yeah, no, this he's gonna keep this. Oh, I think he's going through another midlife crisis, or maybe like a second, a two-thirds crisis or something, because he's thinking about renting this out, and now he wants to buy a house in the mountains, on the other side of the Sandia Mountains, on the east side of Sandias, which is in the Albuquerque, that huge mountain in Albuquerque. He wants to buy like a house out there in the woods by himself. So I don't know what he's doing. Definitely know he wants to rent it though. But I'm like, please Airbnb it so that over the summer we can come back because we won't have a pool anymore. Like at all. And that's one thing that's going to be different. No pool. This one does not have an amenity center. That's the other thing was, dang, not even gonna have an amenity center. Maybe a neighbor will build a pool for us and then we just make friends with them, you know? Oh, yeah. Yep, that sounds like something Brooklyn would do or has done. Yep. Yep, yep. That is scary. Something Brooklyn would have done. I don't know if you've heard this story, Asia. I was nursing Declan in his bedroom, which is at the back of the house. And I guess Brooklyn at the time was 3, but I guess she saw like our neighbors riding their bikes, and she opened the front door and went outside. And I heard Stella like bark, like quick, like alert bark, and I was like, "What the heck?" So got Declan settled. Took my time because I'm not even thinking anything of it. Dude, she's outside in the street talking to the neighbors, and the dad is like, yeah, I think you should. Like, I heard him like, oh, maybe you need to go inside. I was like, yo, Brooklyn's like just talking, talking with her friends. So we ended up, you know, deadbolt up at the top. I mean, well, not deadbolt, but what's it, the chain, and then like the closet lock that goes across too. Like I double locked it, and then I put a little thing on the doorknob. Yeah, Brooklyn. I didn't have to worry about stuff like that with Leah. But yep, outside talking to the neighbor in the street. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I lost it. I was like, "Oh my god." Like these people probably think I'm a whore. Like, what were you doing inside? It's like, I don't know, nursing my I don't even Declan was so tiny. Yep. Yep, yep. Leave it to Brooklyn. Oops. I was supposed to do those middle. Oh yeah. She loved to keep me on my toes. She had the terrible twos. She went through the terrible twos, the teenage years. Like, I didn't have to deal with that with Leah. Leah was so good. So good. Yeah, I think at that age, they're just so curious, you know? Hopefully, not that I want you to scare him, but not to scare him, but it's like, yo, you gotta understand the danger. Like, Declan, like, when he was little, like 2, when he was a toddler, he did not understand like the street. So he just ran straight for the street wherever we went. And it was different from like Brooklyn. Brooklyn understood, like, hey, don't run in the street. But she saw them in the street, so that she went out there. So a little bit different. But Declan, dude, if you weren't holding his hand, he would just bolt, which he's grown out of that, thankfully. Ugh, it scared the crap out of me. Yep, good old Brooklyn. All right, so now go a little bit bigger. We need white. I'll hold off on doing walking the dots. So yeah, all this is going to get layered up once it dries. That's something we'll work on tomorrow, just to give it a little more dimension and stuff. Especially the Larkspurs. They've got more dimension on them too. So it's not just going to be that purple. They look kind of plain right now. Oops. Yep. Locks on all doors, bells, all of it. Okay. And I went every other one, right? Because I kept them in between the segments, right over. So I kind of wanted to make it look like a stem. That was my idea for these. Yeah, he did grow. He did grow out of that, thankfully. And he would always like pull. He never wanted to hold my hand. But now he holds my hand everywhere. Like I don't have to hold on tight. Yeah, he understands now that it is not okay. So like he can scooter, and he knows not to go. He knows to stay on the inside of the sidewalk and not on the outside, like stuff like that. Yes, he did grow out of that. That was very stressful. I think school helped a lot, Gabrielle. He just knows to hold on to somebody's hand or hold on to something when he's walking. He'll grab mine. I don't have to ask him to grab my hand. Gosh, and he's talking so much right now. His speech has really taken off in the last couple weeks. I'm trying to think of like phrases he says now. It's just really funny. Mm-mm. Yes, he's making it a lot easier for me to feel like he'll be okay in inclusion class, especially going to a different state. So I just worry, kids are they can be mean. So I do worry about his speech and them being able to understand him, because when he does get frustrated, he does get frustrated easily when you're not understanding what he's saying. So I just hope, I hope, they're in kindergarten, so they should still be, very innocent and kind. I hope. That's what I worry about, because I can't be there to translate. So, but I feel like he's starting to enunciate more. And okay, so this is the one I need to mix. Yeah, I wish I could remember. He says some funny stuff, man. I'm like, what did he just say? Oh, come on. There we go. So I need to. So I'm mixing two different purples. If you've ever used dioxazine, you may have noticed that it dries pretty dark, like almost black. So what I do to lighten it up and still be able to get that nice dark purple, I'll mix it with a lighter purple, so it doesn't look black. And I'm looking for my stirring stick. So if you like a dark purple like that, just mix it with a lighter purple. So you don't want it to be too white either, so that's why I didn't have them mix it with a white. Oh, the poppies, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I don't, the gladiolus, I think I do know that. Alexa, show me a picture of a gladiolus. Oh, she's gonna ignore me. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. Our neighbor had, they're like bushes, right? Oh, no, they're not. Those aren't the, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of azaleas. That's what I think I'm thinking of in Florida. Ooh, poppies I think are red. When I think of poppies, red, white, and like brown. Ooh, I gotta figure out what colors, huh? Alright, here we go. Yeah, we're gonna get this done tomorrow, hopefully. So, yep, I'm gonna go straight into August. Oops. My dioxazine is a little old, so it's a little bit thicker right now. I'm glad I didn't end up doing poppies in July. Or was I? I was thinking about Memorial Day for poppies. Brooklyn's yelling at her her Alexa. She keeps repeating the same song with the artist. No, so and so, whatever song she's saying, she's asking for. I'm like, who's she talking to like that? Her Alexa. What size? Still need to fix this. I used this one. Okay. I need to remember not to go past that line because I gotta do walking the dogs. I'm gonna see if I have another dioxazine because this is really, I might have to toss this one. This one's pretty bad. It is literally like a full body paint. Hold on. Let's see if I can find another in my stash. Oh god. Oh no, it's stuck. Uh-oh. Hold on. Lavender. This is poetic plum. Alright, I don't think I have another dioxazine. Let me see if I've got one open. Maybe I have one open. Please hold. Let me see. That purple iris. That's pretty close. I might have to just deal with it. I'll just deal with it. I don't know. I'm just gonna deal with it. Oh, Gringren, I didn't see your comment. I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't know you could. Oh, well, I guess, yeah. I guess you could. I mean, because you do have different accents. I'm sorry, I didn't see your comment. Did that just pop up? There's no way. How did I miss that? Yeah, I can imagine, different. Yeah. I mean, in each, I think of, Spanish. Spanish speaking people have a hard time saying Declan's name just because whenever they see the DE, they think that it's Declan. So a lot of Spanish speaking people say Declan when they see his name, and it's just because that's how they, in their language, that E, that's how it should sound. So I can imagine, um, sheesh, yep, having a flip flop even between two languages is not easy. Yeah, because their sounds for letters are just different. It's a hard adjustment. But yeah, it makes me think of when they try to say Declan's name. They say Declan. So he's so used to hearing it. He just responds, yes, yep, is what he says, yep. Speaking of, I think he's fine. He's with Leah downstairs, but let me just check. Ugh, this paint's gonna be the death of me, but I gotta use it. Maybe I put a little bit of water in it. I just need it to loosen up a little bit. It's a little too stiff. Mm-mm. Aw, Asia, thanks. Enjoy your nap. Turn the sound down. Turn the sound down so you can get a nice little nap in. Okay, I'm gonna go after this side. I'm gonna check on the deck real quick. burby. Burb. Hey, Leah. Leah, is Declan okay? What's he doing? Okay. He's good. Oh, yay. God, it was looking funky with that small little section done. Ooh, starting to look better. All right. Maybe I just add a little bit more lavender. Maybe that'll help. And I need to mix up a little bit more. Lavender. I'm just mixing up some paint really quick back here. Dang, I did a little bit too much. This in here. Just trying to get it a little bit closer to. And I may not have added enough. I don't think I added enough of that lavender into here, so I might have to dot over those later. Because I think this is the color I wanted it to be. That's okay, I'll just go back over it later. Okay, keep going. Yeah, I wanted it more of this color, so I'm gonna have to go back over this because I didn't make it dark enough or light enough. I was scared to make it too light and kept it too dark. Do this 3 times. Yeah. I think for August with the poppies and the gladiolus, very fall. Sorry guys, my paint is a pain in the butt right now, so that's why I keep going back and forth. So we're back to like reds and stuff for next month. I'm interested to see what we decide. I'll have to go to Michael's and get another dioxazine because it's giving me issues. That's why my dots aren't very consistent because paint is a pain in the butt right now. Mm-hmm. I need to do one more layer up and then we go into lavender. Okay. Out to, I need to make sure I'm above this line. Okay. Kind of just eyeballing the center here. Trying to make sure I stay in a straight line since I don't have that segment line in between. think I need to go this size. Darn. Let me see. It's moving a little too fast. Clean this up a little bit. Maybe let that dry and then I'll come back to it to fix it. It's not that big of a deal, but okay, I'll come back to that. Another baby wipe real quick to wipe my hands off. Purple everywhere. Uh-oh, little feet. Dang it. one more, and then we get to switch to lavender. Oh, well, a nap didn't work out. Oh no, that was quick. That was like 20 minutes, no? Oh yeah, no, when I get into the zone and start painting, Gabrielle, which it's different, if I'm actually explaining, I'll explain what I'm doing, on Patreon, but yeah, it's just quiet, huh? You're probably used to it freezing all the time anyway, because my phone's been acting up, but I don't know if you were here for that part where I said that I got a new phone. Same phone, just a new one, because I think that my antenna on the inside, my internal antenna, was messed up, because I was not able to make any calls in or out before we went to Albuquerque. Yeah, I'm vibing. I'm vibing right now. Okay. I think I went, let me double check what size brush I used. I think I went to a 3, maybe even a 0, 1, I mean. I'll just double check. Oh no, wait, I'm not on the brush yet, silly. I'm on lavender. Dolly. Okay, here we go. Oh, paint booger in there too. Back to comments. People were being disruptive. Little people, your children. They're like, no thanks. We need you. More. Oh, thanks, Gabrielle. Yeah, I like to. I don't know. I wasn't very good at it in the beginning. I just kind of threw colors together, but I really enjoy, especially honestly, the flowers help a lot, help me choose. Flowers really help. I don't, black backgrounds are fun and all, but it's more fun when you have a colored background. Oh, you know what it is? I'm gonna turn my fan off. It's so hot, dry. That's probably why my paint is not cooperating too. Gosh, it was looking so weird on my table with it with just that little piece done. It's looking so much better. Oh my gosh, that was killing me. Oops, I'm gonna hold on. I have to sneeze. Nope. The youngest is still asleep, so it wasn't her. Has your son staring at you? Who, me? Yeah, Leah was. Oh, you know what? Brooklyn was terrible at night. She was the worst nighttime sleeper. She was super FOMO. I remember, gosh, there were nights where I literally cried because she would not go to sleep. But I was almost as if her I guess her daytime and nighttime were kind of flip-flopped when she was an infant newborn. Because boy, let me tell you, she could nap. But at night, she would be wide awake, and I would try to keep her awake. Um, but yeah, at night, it was like her schedule was flip flopped. Um, but now Declan was absolutely the best sleeper. He like I would have to wake him up, and even then, like I would unswaddle him, and I remember kind of just like shaking his chest, playing with his face and his hair, and he just would be out, mouth open, out. Um, Leah was always a good sleeper. Um, Not so much daytime sleeper, napper, um, but Brooklyn was the best napper, but it wasn't worth it because at night she would not go to sleep, and I would try so hard to keep her awake. So hard. Ooh, don't miss those days, but I do, but I don't. you know, you know what I'm talking about. If you've got kids, you know what I mean. Don't miss those days, but I do. Don't miss the hard days. So I don't know if you guys remember me talking about an auction because I do have a lot of art that's kind of like sitting around that I need to get rid of. Kind of like what oh, crud. Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. Christine, right? Christine did. Um but I think I'm just gonna post all my art and then just discount it significantly. I think that'll be the easiest thing because I won't have time to do all. But then I have to take pictures, huh? I don't know. I've got so much I just don't want to move it, but then again, I don't know. I don't know what I have time for. I don't have any time. This is going to happen so quickly, this move. It's nice to be able to just sit and paint right now and not have to do anything. Mm-mm. Put some more. Yep. I mean, I knew once they told us Asia, like it was gonna happen fast. You know, it was one of those things like, I know they're gonna do that to me. I knew it. I was like, you guys would. Oh, this is empty. Okay, toss it. Yep. Just wish it happened before school started. You know, it's just like I really need to get Declan into. He absolutely thrives off of structure and routine. So the quicker he can learn the routine and stuff, the sooner he'll be settled in and fine. And new school starting 2 weeks late. They still still need to establish because they'll only be in kindergarten, so they're not going to learn that quickly. So still early enough, but still. Do they touch? Yeah, they touch too. So these are a little bit lighter, but that's just because I mixed a different paint when I pre-recorded this, so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I'll probably just paint over it again. Yep, he's gonna be in Gen Pop is what I call it. Yep, they're letting him out into the wild. Which I know he'll be okay. It's just, the other kids that I worry about. Because I've seen it firsthand. Kids can be pretty mean. So I do worry about that. Because sometimes he doesn't understand like boundaries and social cues. That's part of the autism, right? His autism. And kids can just be so mean. And then he takes it pretty personal too. Which he should. I mean, let me see. I'm just checking brushes. What brush is this? This is a 3-0. This is a 3-0. Yeah, and it's like they know. Like I'm like, why? Because they don't do that to Brooklyn, and Declan won't even really say anything. He'll just kind of like join in on play. Um, and it's like they know, and they'll just like look at him weird and either walk away or, I mean, I don't know if I've told you this older kid flipped his hat off. Um, and the dad just said, "Oh, don't do that." And I'm like, "No apology, no like, because I would have, if one of my kids did that to another kid, I would have been like, yo, you need to apologize. Like, we don't do that. That is not okay." The dad was like, "Oh, don't do that," and then just walked away. I'm like, "What the?" But I don't know. I don't know why, but I don't know. But I feel like every time I'm like, "Why, Declan? Leave him alone." So anyway, that happened in Florida too. Actually, when we went out to dinner, this kid flipped his hat off. I'm like, is what is the obsession? Like, and obviously that's something they learned at home because Declan doesn't. I don't. Yeah, but anyway, kids are just not very nice. Come on, come together. And not what's funny about that, but my mom was like, oh, just go let him play. I said, no, Mom, I don't know. If he's not asking to play, why am I gonna send him over there, right? And she's like, well, Brooklyn's playing, and she'll be over there. It's fine. We're right here. And then I said, okay, send him over there. And when that happened, my mom was like, oh. And I said, yeah, I told you. I said, I don't know what it is about him, but it's like they know, like they just want to mess with him. And the kid, this one was younger, so she was like, he's younger, Ashley. He's fine. And my mom's a teacher, and like she was like, I'm not sure what the heck just happened there. And I said, I told you. And if he's not asking about it, then I'm not gonna send him. I think he was like on the phone, and my mom was just trying to get him off the phone, which I get too. But that's his like little happy place, and if he's good, I'm good. So after that, she did not suggest to send him off anywhere to play with children after that. I was like, I told you, man. Of course, mom's just sitting there, doesn't even realize. And I was like, yeah, see, this is why I don't do parks. It sucks for the girls though, but I just want to make sure he's good. Oops. I think I used something. Did I use a different? It's still working, but. And once we start layering this, it's really going to come together. It's going to be the fun part. It's actually one of my favorite parts is the top dotting, top swooshing, just really seeing it all come together. Maybe when I move I can get a less squeaky chair, huh? Oops. Dang it. Lost control there. Okay, Jess. I'll see you later. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll post what time tomorrow that we'll get on. I don't know if you're working on this guy, but I'll be on tomorrow, so I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy your shower. It's so hot out. Not that I've been outside today. I just see the temperature at 100 and I'm like, no thanks. Oh, the weather in Albuquerque was so nice. Had a little, they actually in Albuquerque, there's a little bit of humidity in the air, which was crazy. Like my hair was a little frizzy, like whenever not frizzy, but wavy, like whenever I lived in Florida, the back of my hair, like underneath by my neck, gets a little wavy, and that was kind of happening there, and I could feel it in my face. I was like, holy moly. Oh, come on. Almost done. But it felt very hydrating. Definitely nowhere near Florida's humidity. Bye, Gren Gren. Have a great rest of your day. I'll be on sometime this week on TikTok. I am trying to get stuff done while Brian's at work so we can still play on the weekends. So that's when all five of us can get together. But I also need to make sure I keep painting. I told him this move happening. Okay. All right, I can clean off my brush. And now we're into green. So after the green brush strokes, I'm going to get off because we'll be caught up for the most part. I'll just do some detail work. I probably need to feed the kids. What time is it? Oh, dang, it's already 2:30, 2:20. Yeah, I should probably feed them. They had a late breakfast, though. We made mochi pancakes. Those were so good. Green, where are you at? Wait, what did I say? What did I say today was? Gabrielle? Oh, shoot. Oh, man. What did I say today was? Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you. I think last week I did that too. The weeks are, everything is flying by so quickly these days. I can't keep up anymore. Holy moly. Wait, what did I do here? Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, right, yeah. Right, like today's Monday or something. I'm losing it. Clean up these brush strokes. There we go. Yep, I'm losing it. I did something like that last week. Oh yeah, I said I was leaving Thursday, and everyone's like, "Isn't that tomorrow?" Which we ended up not leaving Thursday. Brian had to do something for work, so we left Friday. So it was a very quick trip. So we lost a day, which I ended up working on anyway. Mm-mm. Yeah, we're gonna finish the outside of this. The cool little design that's not so traditional. My idea is to make the water lily, I was about to say lotus again, look like it's floating in water. So that is my idea. Will it come to fruition? Who knows? Oh yeah, her Tara's what is she calling them? Her shoot, what is she calling those? Little bottle squeezers? It's a big deal. I knew she'd figure out a solution. I'm like, dude, every time you say you don't know what to do, you always find a way to do. Bliss squeezers. Yeah, so if you guys have like bliss drops, even if you don't have bliss drops, even with like Nuvo drops and liquid pearls, the bottle squeezers work for those bottles too. But yeah, Deserted Bliss is coming out with her own bliss squeezers. Her TikTok that she made for those is so funny. Oops. Dang, my stomach is growling. There goes again. Oh, need more green. Try not to pour anymore, but I'm gonna have to. Oh, her colors are coming out tomorrow too? Oh shoot, I didn't realize they were coming out tomorrow. Dang, I was proud of myself because I was keeping myself up to date with her stuff, but I missed that part. Oh dang, I'm gonna have to wait though, because I'm leaving. Maybe just buy them and tell her to hold on to them until I'm settled. So I want her to have a good launch day. Okay, last one, and I'm gonna get off for today. I'll be back on Patreon tomorrow because we're gonna work on the outside. Let me pan out real quick so you can see the whole thing, because we need to finish the outside and then add more detail work into the middle and in between. Let me see if I can get you guys zoom down a little bit. But here it is. Yeah, so I need to finish the inside here. And then this is supposed to represent the, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the lotus here. And we're going to add more detail on top of here. So those are like little mini lotuses that I need to add on to. What else do I need to do? Oh yeah, our blue swooshies here. I need to bring them here too. You love it. Thanks, Gabrielle. It's different. Different. I'm trying to do, try different techniques and, push myself out of my comfort zone and doing the same with everybody else. Hopefully it inspires you guys to try. Oh, thanks, Debbie. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go feed the kids. Oh, that was a nice little paint session. We worked fast. Go feed the kids, feed myself, and I'll see you sometime tomorrow. I'll post to my Patreon what time. It just all depends. So, okay. Thank you guys for hanging out, and I will see you later. Bye, Tina. Bye, Debbie. Bye, Gabrielle. Bye, Asia. Who else is gone? Who else is here? Anybody else here? Okay. Juliana, if you're still here. Cara. Okay. All right. Bye, you guys. Oh, hold on. I forgot how to.